everybody. Sometimes you need to plot a graph to solve a simple quadratic equation. But some equations are too complicated to plot by hands. Computer is an option. Today, we are going to demonstrate how to make your own simple equation grapher with Microsoft Excel. First, you need to enable the Developer tab by go to the Office button, Excel Options, enable Show Developer tab in the ribbon. Then click OK. For now, we have to use the scatter chart to display graphs. So, go to Insert ribbon, Scatter, and choose Scatter with Smooth Line. Move and resize it by your need. Create two blank data series, normal function and first derivative. Then rename the first worksheet to Grapher, the second to Data, and then delete the others. Do it if you don't want to confuse when you refer them in VBA. Next, insert two checkboxes into the Grapher sheet. We gonna use them to toggle display of graphs. One for normal equation, and another one for first derivative graph. Link them to cells. In this case, we gonna use P1 and P2 in Grapher sheet. After that, insert command button into the Grapher sheet. We gonna use it to call a user form we are going to be created for retrieve any input we need. Set its caption as reset graph. And then decorate your Grapher sheet whatever you want. We will use it as our main user interface. Now, go to Developer tab, Visual Basic to open Visual Basic for application. In VBA, go to Insert, User Form to create an input form. Name it as Graph Detail. To plot graphs, we need 4 parameters, equation, number of points, minimum and maximum x value. So, the graph detail form should be like this. Next, go to Insert, Module to add module to the project. Name it as Mod Utility. We use this module to interact with our main UI. First, we declare global variables to store graph parameters. In BDN reset graph _click is used for initializing and calling graph detail form. CHK enable normal click and CHK enable derivative click are used for toggle normal equation and derivative graph display. Now, go back to the graph detail form. Right-click on the form name in Project Explorer window and select View Code. We don't have much time, so we gonna explain the completed code instead. Function is blank is used for checking a blank string. It will return true if an input string is blank or false if it isn't. Procedure clear graph is for clear the old value in graph. Function replace string is for replace word in string with a new one. Take a look to procedure btn OK click. It will happen when you click OK button. First, it will check for a blank input. If everything is OK, it will set global variables by input value, and then generate x, y value using set data procedure. Skip to the set data procedure. First, we need to find a delta x value, clear old graph, and then generate x value by delta x into column A and y value by replace x character with x value in equation into column B in data sheet. When all of x and y value are generated, we will calculate derivative on each x value using derivative theorem. Quantity of function of x plus delta x subtract with function of x divide by function of x. Now, all we have to do is only display graphs. Set the first series value with column B and x-axis value with column A. Do the same with the second series but use column C instead of column B. This time, go back to the grapher sheet. Assign macros to all controls. The grapher is ready to use. Let's test it with a simple parabola equation. It works fine. Let's try with more complex equation. That's great. Thank you for watching.